So there's a woman who's well known that I never knew who she was. Russian, I don't care. Um, Her bad message was don't play the victim. She could go back in the past to the Holocaust and tell all the people that are still living, don't play the victim. And any of them that would have any little tiny bit of strength, what might they do to her? Think about that. Don't play the victim. Tell that to the Turpin kids. The 13 Turpin kids in the House of Horror. Don't play the victim. Tell that to Sybil. When her mom child molested her in front of her little playmates with disgusting sticks of a needle, she destroyed her insides with just gross. How Sybil even lived. And then she forgave her mom. I was like, you don't have to forgive evil. I mean, you have to try your best to forget it, not forgive. My God, the worst thing you can do is forgive an insane abuser. They'll just come right after you again. This time, twice as bad. Well, truth, nothing but the truth. So, I'm just disappointed in my circumstances. You know, when you have people working against you, which apparently I did back in 1999, I didn't know that. But then my dad, who died, leaked it out, who helped be worked against me this whole entire time, having all my shit intact. So they know exactly where I am, what I'm doing. That's pretty disgusting. You know, like, really? You know, you hate me that much? All these people working against me that, you know, oh, I have to catch a little tiny flaw in what she's doing so I can just, you know, take her out. Really, really sad. I don't know why, well, there's just way too many victims. Look at all the victims in Armenia right now. There's not one living soul that can save them. There's one road going up to where they live at, and their enemy stopped the road from anybody getting through. It's like you can't help them even if you try. Like Elon Musk was Jeff Bezos, I thought was supposed to be the most richest man in the world. Doesn't matter. Any billionaire right now couldn't save them because their forces against the Armenian, right? Their forces would not allow it. Like, even if Elon Musk would try to save them with helicopters, well, then their weapons would wipe the helicopters out, or whatever, however they would try to help them out. So yes, extremely mean, insane bullying abusers get to do whatever the hell they want to their victims, like the Turpins did with those children. For how many years did they get away with it? It's pretty bad. These kids were in their 20s, some of them. I think it's older than 25, maybe. It's just disgusting. Oh my God. And their abuse, like with any abuser, with the Turpins, got worse and worse and worse and worse. It doesn't get better. You know, the abuser always pretends, oh, I love you. They don't even know what love is, because they're insane. They hate themselves. Or else they wouldn't do all that to their victim. So that's how you know that an insane abuser hates themselves, but nobody cares. Like, what is said and done, nobody cares. There's too much chaos. There's too much hell going on. And YouTube is where I find my information at for the news. Northern California got crushed. Humboldt County. Now, this is really weird because late Theodore Carl Simulin was an Armenian, his daddy, and he's like, if you want to go anywhere in California, Humboldt County. So maybe his dead spirit is still like floating around, like made by. It couldn't have. Coincidental. But I do think that spirits survive, and then what happens to them? So some people say, well, every single soul is eternal. I mean, does that get with the animals too? Because they have little souls. I mean, something has to take place. Okay. All the Hitlers and Stalins of this insane world, they have to disappear. You live in hell, and they won't stop attacking. The Armenians, the same as like what Hitler did to torture his own, the Armenians. Basically the same situation of being tortured. Out in the snow, like, what happens to them? You don't just die, you're stuck around, you stay around where you died, your spirit, and you could be confused. You died, and then they try to get spirits to pass on, go on. It's too chaotic. Earth, the land of forgetfulness. It is. It's way too chaotic. It's way too insane, this world. It shouldn't be that chaotic at all. In any way. I mean, I'm just hoping that there is a Jesus God, Jesus Almighty, instead of using Father or Holy Spirit. It's like, if he's all the one